need to complement each other for that. And, if given a choice, we could have done it yesterday also, but more for the convenience of those sitting in the audience, it was not done because the media person may not feeling very comfortable coming early morning on the 1st of January. So we are here today on the 2nd. Anyway, thank you very much for sparing your time. And as you saw, these two ministries getting together to hold this briefing about the major achievements of 2025. Now, Science and Technology is a unique ministry that it has 3 secretaries instead of 1. So that is because sometimes many of our friends who are used to other ministries take some time to actually decipher what it's all about. So we have a secretary in the Department of Science and Technology, we have a secretary in DSIR, and we have secretary Department of Biotechnology. Now, I think keeping the tone and tenor of what the media is nowadays carrying forward, as the Prime Minister also made a mention, this year has been the year of reforms, and reforms express as is being mentioned. So if you talk of reform express, I think in a single sentence, the carry home message would be the reform express of India is being driven by technology. And the co-drivers are sitting on the two sides of me. So, because all the reforms, regardless of the department, regardless of the ministries, even in governance, even in administration, have been entirely technology driven, to a lesser or greater extent, rather greater extent than lesser. So that is one thing. And that also is being possible because this government, ever since 2014, has been giving a very high priority to science, technology, innovation in every sphere. And what doesn't often occur to our mind is that if you track down the Independence Day addresses of the Honorable Prime Minister from 2014, which was his first Independence Day address as Prime Minister, down to 2025, you would find that each of the addresses is dominated by a scientific theme. In the very first address in 2014, he spoke about cleanliness, he spoke about Swachhata, which has a huge bearing on hygiene, also on the health, particularly those of the young females. And that's why he insisted on building of female toilets, because we know the kind of morbidity and urinary tract infections which had been affecting the underpopulation in this country because of the bad hygiene facilities. Then subsequently, in the very next Independence Day in 2015, he spoke about Startup India, Stand-up India. In the following address, he spoke about digital health. Then in one of his addresses, he spoke about Gaganyaan. Then again, not once but twice, I think consecutively, that was 2023 and 2024, he spoke about what Dr. Ravichandran was mentioning, the Deep Ocean Mission, which means what a high priority this government gives to this initiative that has been undertaken. And also, I think at the back of the mind, the idea was to create awareness about the general populace about what it's all about, because a new kind of an initiative, possibly the first of its kind, being undertaken by India instead of despite the fact that we have about 12,000 kilometer long coastal area. Then one of the Independence Day addresses, rather the recent one, he spoke about privatization of nuclear sector, which is not privatization, that would not be the appropriate expression, rather the private participation in the nuclear sector, and which was of course now accomplished through this Shanti Act. Then again in the same Independence address, he spoke about biotechnology policy, which we also heard say here. So, and he also spoke about the Sudarshan Chakra. So you can see each of the addresses has been dominated by a scientific theme, and Independence Day address has its meaning across the globe because it is the declaration of the intent of the government in place. So the entire world keenly looks forward to what the Prime Minister says in the future. So that be it. Now, and we also are very cautious of the fact that when we talk of Viksit Bharat, the next 20 years, the next decade and a half, the entire future growth of the country is going to be technology driven, going to be innovation driven.